I'm here with Jay. We're outside Old Trafford. Manchester United have lost 1-0 against Barcelona. Steve just asked me to ask you about Ashley Young.
I knew you had to throw that one in, didn't you? Listen, Ashley Young, I've defended him quite a lot. He didn't have the best game tonight. But I don't think we should focus on who didn't have a good game. I thought, as a whole, the team played well. I thought, for me, Scott McTominay was outstanding. I thought he put in a really good performance. Fred stepped up again like he did in Paris. I think there's a lot of positives to take today. I don't leave Old Trafford after we've been beaten feeling positive, but I feel a bit positive. I think we're still in this side. I think we're still in this side. I definitely do. I was worried that it could, especially when they got their goal, I thought this could go horribly wrong here. Messi didn't really get going, and I think a lot of that is down to us. I thought Smalling did a great job, and I thought the team as a whole, okay, Ashley Young didn't play well, but as a whole, I thought the team played really well, and a couple of players really stood out for me, especially McTominay, as I said. I thought he showed what he can do tonight. He really did. As someone just shouted, Pogba's shit. I don't agree with that. I thought Pogba played well. I thought, as a team, United played well tonight, and I think we just in the final third we were lacking. That was the only problem.
We're up against a very good side, which obviously we seem to forget at times. Barcelona, they're outstanding. I mean, they beat us when we had a better team and a better defence. We managed to limit them to 1 goal, but not getting that goal is a bit frustrating, isn't it?
It's hard to take, and the fact that we didn't really test them enough, that's what's the frustrating thing is. And we know we've got it all to do, but I don't think it was men against boys there tonight. So I thought we did well, and I think, you know, you look how far we've come. People forget that. You're not just going to suddenly become better than Barcelona because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's taken over a team that was languishing, if we're being honest. We've come a long way in a short amount of space of time, and I think the positives there, the beliefs there, and I think we can go over there, and if we get an early goal, who knows?
So the fact that I think we've lost 4 out of the last 5 or 5 out of the last 6, that's not worrying you at the moment?
It is a little bit worrying, but I think we can take a lot of positives from tonight. We can build on tonight. We can look, we had players missing. Lingard didn't start, Martial didn't start. We know that we're missing 2 of our main midfielders, and yet we still turn up, we still put a performance in. All I ask from United is that we give it our all, and I thought everyone did that tonight. Everyone gave it their all. The crowd were up for it. A little bit quiet at times, but I thought on the whole the crowd were up for it, and I think that we're still in this tie. That's all I wanted to do today, as I didn't want to be coming out of here thinking this is over, and I think we're still in it. You know, go to Barcelona with our head held high, and I think we can still get a result.
Man of the match today?
Oh, McTominay, easily. I thought he was brilliant. People have been questioning him. Scott McTominay, what's he doing in the side?
To be fair, I was one of those. Yeah. I always thought he was a bit average, decent squad player to have around, but doesn't really perform well. But we've seen him play up against Barcelona today, against Paris Saint-Germain, and he's putting performances, so what can you say?
Exactly, you play well against Paris, in Paris, play well against Barcelona. What more have you got to do? I think McTominay is definitely my man of the match tonight, and I think, you know, I think he's deserved to start again in the return leg.
Cheers, man. We'll be on the podcast tomorrow as well. I'm here with Charlie. Manchester United 0, Barcelona 1. Charlie, so far, a lot of people have come through here saying the tie's still on. How do you feel?
I feel the same, although tonight at Old Trafford against a Barcelona team that performed pretty average for their standards, I feel like we should have tested them a bit more. We should have created a few more chances. You look back at that Martial chance where he was through on goal and his long touch just took him away from it. And I feel like we'll regret tonight a little bit when we go to Barcelona, because that team has a lot of Champions League experience and knows how to win sides and sort them out, as we saw him do at the end when they just passed it about for about 5 minutes to kill the game. So I do fret for us a little bit. However, there is still optimism. We've been to Paris, we've scored 3 goals in Paris. We can do the same in Barcelona, I believe, because we can be clinical when we want to be. Tonight we didn't see that clinical edge. However, we still do go to Barcelona with our heads held high, and hopefully we get the same result we did in Paris.
We can only hope. Would you make any changes? Because today there was a lot of calls for, Ashley Young wasn't performing well, and we saw a few other shouts for. There's been a few walking past here saying Pogba, although I thought he had a decent performance.
I thought Pogba was all right. I think that midfield 3 plays perfectly against Barcelona, to be honest with you, because they're energetic, they're quick, they can press, and they can move the ball about to the flanks. Now, I think we keep the same system, however, we put Diego Dalot where Ashley Young was and put another centre-half in there, whether that's Jones, Rojo or whoever. I also think that when Pereira came on, when we went to a 4-4-2, because he was trying to exploit that right-hand side that Barcelona were giving a lot of space with his crosses, if the same arises in the return leg, I'd like to see him brought on to try and deliver some good balls.
Andreas usually plays well against Barca as well, even when he was out there on loan. So, we lose 1-0. We've been to Paris and won. We've been to Turin and win. That gives you that little bit of confidence.
It does, especially in the Champions League this year, and hopefully the boys have still got that belief and keep their heads held high. Although, like I say, I feel like tonight might be a night that we rue because of how poor, well not poor, but average Barcelona were in comparison to what they normally are. And now you've got to go to the Camp Nou with a big task on your hands.
Yeah, probably. I kind of hear what you're saying because there was a missed opportunities there. Rashford had that one which he sliced over.
I really do like the optimism, but I think a lot of it is come from the Paris game, and we can't listen. That's a once in a couple season thing that we say, and hopefully we can see it again at the new camp. But I'm not sure.
Cheers, man. With Nat, Dave, and Jordan, United have lost 1-0 against Barcelona. The tie's still on, but bit of a sobering defeat there.
You know what? I don't think I've ever come out of Old Trafford after a 1-0 loss. And, I'm being optimistic. They weren't great today. I mean, we weren't better than them, but we can beat them there. We can beat them there. I think we can.
They weren't great today, but doesn't that say a lot that they still managed to beat us with Messi not really performing?
No, they beat us 1-0. If we play like that and they play like that, tie's still on. Tie's definitely still on. I mean, come on. Like, as I said, never come out of Old Trafford losing and been happy about the result. Like, Fred today is absolutely brilliant.
He's come into his own a little bit in the Champions League, hasn't he, Fred? I mean, he had a good performance against PSG, so did McTominay, and today they were both pretty good in there with Pogba.
But Fred's a Champions League player, that's why we bought him. But Pogba today disappeared. He's supposed to be our man who should step up. But I thought Pogba was terrible today.
Terrible? Really?
No, compared to the other two in there, Pogba's supposed to be the guy that grips it, grips it by the scruff of his neck and gets in and does it.
I disagree a little.
£90 million man. No, he wasn't.
I disagree a little bit. I thought Pogba put in a decent performance today that was on par with those around him. I just thought we were up against a very good team.
I completely disagree. I thought the midfield three of Pogba, Fred and McTominay were excellent, and I think McTominay was an outstanding player. Some of the stuff he was doing, I've never seen him do anything like it. I thought Pogba was the only one doing forward long passes, which none of the other team can do really. But yeah, I thought Pogba had a great game. I mean, he might have slowed down a bit in the second half, but yeah, he was always up for it.
It was a bit frustrating today, wasn't it? Because we had the opportunities there. I mean, Rashford had a volley which he sliced. Martial had a header which kind of just seemed to evade him. There was a few opportunities there that we should have scored.
There was that opportunity at the end with Martial as well when he just took it away. But the only thing I was disappointed really was the front two. I think Rashford's probably still injured and Lukaku didn't have his greatest game. But it's just the positioning and the movement. They're not creating space for anyone else. And we've got to work for that for the next game because we're still in this tie. And, we've got to score no matter what over there. And
we're definitely still in this tie now.
We'll never die!
Now, last week, you obviously had a go at Luke Shaw. Today, on the socials, it's the opposite end of the fullback that was getting ripped.
Yeah, I thought Shaw played well. I can't complain. The thing is, with what I was saying is, if we want to win games like this and we want to compete for Premier Leagues, Young's the same. We need to replace these kind of players. We've got to get better players in there. But I can't complain with him today. I thought he played great.
Just couldn't get that goal, Nat, could we?
I think really back in what Dave says, the midfield amazing. I think we came out of here against PSG feeling a lot worse. They got 2 goals. Apart from their goal, what did they do? There was nothing really. We had Messi. Smalling had Messi in his pocket. I thought it was a really good performance. The Martial thing really disappointed at the end, but I think we need to come back again, go to Barcelona, more confidence. They'll be attacking us, we'll be counter-attacking. That's when we're at our best. That's when you'll see, that's when you saw Lukaku and Rashford doing it, when they're counter-attacking, when you're playing balls over the top to them. So I think I'm confident definitely going to Barcelona.
Tie still alive?
Oh, definitely.
That's a 2-0 win over there, we've done it. It's easy, easy.
Easy, tie still alive?
It's still alive, definitely. Getting a away goal there early, I think we'll beat them. Genuinely, honestly, if we get an early goal at Barcelona, I think we'll do it. Honestly.
Don't drag me back in, man.
You know what? Last time I said it last time against Paris.
Yeah.
Are you going? I am too. I said it last time. It's going to happen again. It's happening. Come on.
It's happening apparently.
I'm not an optimist, and I'm not, and I've said it loads of times, but I genuinely think if we do get an early goal there, tie's ours. Honestly.
It's one of them. We've been terrible at home, really. I think 1 goal we've scored. We've done it all the way, so why can't we do it again? No one gives us a chance against Juventus. We did it. No one gives us a chance against Paris. We did it. Why can't we do it against these? And Paris were a better team than what they were today.
Full speed Barcelona. Let's go. Come on.
I guess we get it.
Full speed Barcelona.
Full speed ahead, Barcelona. He's a bit younger than me.
Hey, behave.
Fred or McTominay as your man of the match?
I'll go for Fred. Fred man of the match. Yeah.
Why that? Why was that?
He just completely bossed it. Playing the defensive game, box to box, getting the ball forward, trying to get Pogba into the game. Certainly man of the match.
Were you worried by his performances earlier in the season? And do you think what we've seen from Fred against Paris and against Barcelona has maybe said that there is a future for him here?
To be honest, I have no doubt that he wouldn't have started if Matic or Herrera was fit, but by all means he deserves now to play the return leg irrespective because he was that good.
Is it still on?
It's still on, definitely still on.
Is it still on?
It's definitely still on, yeah.
And who was your man of the match?
I thought Fred was good, but Dalo in the first half was very impressive. I think he held up like the left-hand side really well, like where Messi was attacking. I think he held them up really well.
What about yourself? What did you make of it? You still think the ties are alive?
100%. Ashley Young just needs to go to the shops. He is absolutely terrible. So he is. Fred, man of the match, 100%. Lukaku, good and strong. Rashford was quiet. Lionel Messi, he was in Smalley's back pocket. That's what we wanted. Come on, Chris.